Hello and welcome to the Warehouse, my ibishibis. It's me, Brad, aka your Drama Queen 1014, and here we are to discuss another episode of Rupaul's Drag Race Season 11, Episode 7. And we're gonna call this episode Plastique. Alright, so let's just delve into this because there was some drama. So when the girls come back, Scarlett has her message up on the mirror, and Raja didn't even want to acknowledge the lipstick message. She just wanted to immediately wipe it down, and that was rude. Very rude. Some of the girls were like, why are you not gonna read the message? And it was really funny because Miss Vanjie was all like, she's not even in the van yet, and you're dog crap reading her down still. Then after she reads the message and her confessional, she's talking all this crap about these girls that need to step it up. Which, let me point out everybody that she pointed out, which was, I believe, Nina, Sugar, and Plastique. She pointed out, except Sugar, people that have had a win. Okay, whatever. Raja is obviously delusional. Now, disclaimer, yet again, I do not hate these girls. I am not judging these girls in person. I am judging what they presented on the show. And let's hope they're not like that in real life. If they are, then we get them all sitting down for a minute and Plastique is going off, feeling invincible a little bit, foreshadowing. So it's the next day, and Evie leads the pack, crutching into the workroom. Then Rue walks into the workroom and says, we're gonna have a mini challenge of boobography. So get into your 15-minute quick country drag and your biggest titties ever. Because we're gonna have a potato sack race. And we need to show that boobography. Boing, boing, boing. Now, this was not a produced moment at all. Although pretty overproduced, I thought it was kind of funny because, I mean, boobs bouncing in slow motion, just like some ass. It's funny. Can be, at least in this sense. Since Evie was injured, she just bounced in place instead of bounced to the finish line. And the winners were Nina West and Sugar Cane, and they won a sweet little reward. Then Rupaul announces the Maxi Challenge, which is Pit Crew wheelbarrow in these materials that are obviously unconventional, organic material. So I was all like, an unconventional challenge, yes! I love unconventional challenges, even on Project Runway, they're like my favorite. The challenge is, they have to take this unconventional material and make a runway-worthy outfit. So it was farm to runway. Now they kept pointing out that it was important that they needed to bring like an avant-garde look, like high fashion. We get into the workroom when everybody is getting ready. We have this nice little moment between Evie and Vanjie. The narrative has been they've gotten into it and bumped heads. So it was cute because Vanjie was all like, well, I can't serve the same silhouette anymore, or I'm probably gonna go home. So she brings Evie over, asks her opinion because she knows Evie is gonna tell her the truth. Now, see, I respect that. Then we get a walkthrough with Rupaul. And this walkthrough was one of those nice, touchy, drama-filled workroom walkthroughs. She goes through the girls, she approaches Akira first. On the runway last week, I asked the girls who should go home. So I'm asking you, who should go home? And then Akira did something that was, I think, smart, but kind of funny, cute in a way. She says, well, Brooklyn, because you called her name more than mine as a winner, so she should go home. Then she gets to Brooklyn, and she wants Brooklyn to come out of her shell just a little bit, show just a little bit more personality. Same question, and again, she has a very smart answer and says, well, based on pretty much on report cards, Raja has been in the bottom the most, so I'm gonna say Raja. Then we get to Plastique. And then Rue asks her why she hasn't shown too much personality. Is there anything on her mind or going on that's holding her back from showing personality? We get this narrative that her family doesn't accept the fact that she does drag. I guess they know about it, but they don't accept it. Honestly, I just want to kind of agree with what Raja said in her confessional. Even though she came for her hard, I was just a little bit confused what she was explaining to Rupaul. I don't understand what that has anything to do with not having a personality. So I was a little confused with that talk in general. Obviously, they needed to send some episode over for submission for a Grammy for the next Grammys. So we got that emotional. Rue gives her a hug, says, "I'm your mama now." Now, I'm not going to discredit that little bond that they had. Everybody should have some sort of bonding moment with anybody really in their life like that, where you're vulnerable to somebody and they react to you saying, "I'm here for you," or "I'm family," or "I got you." So I was appreciative of that fact. Now, I just want to say that I agree with Raja just a little bit, because now we get to, like I said, I'm going to talk about Untucked Baby. Plastique gets a video in Untucked from her boyfriend saying that her boyfriend, Plastique's mama and grandma, are all rooting for her back home. But apparently her family doesn't accept the fact that she does drag. Now, I'm a little confused because I didn't watch the whole video. I don't know if Akira went up to Raja and exaggerated, but from what I heard, it sounded like there were obviously justifications for Raja to go up to Plastique and be like, "Yo, there's some inconsistencies in your story." And I think that was kind of weird how Plastique kind of turned it around and was apologizing for Raja being mad at her. And she kind of diffused it by confusingly, in my head, calming Raja down by doing that. I'm not vindictively or saying that it's not true or it is true. I'm just saying from what I saw, from what I heard, from the subtitles that I had on and I read. Because I always watch TV with subtitles, no matter if it's in English. So there was that. We had that moment. Again, I like those moments on RuPaul's Drag Race. I just feel like it was super produced in a way because of what's coming next. But let's get this finished first. Then Ru gets to Silky and says, "So you were red on your design for last design challenges. Are you going to bring it?" And she's like, "Of course I'm going to bring it." And Ru's like, "Well, that's what you said last time, but your ass was in the bottom." So Silky obviously has shown she is not afraid to lip sync for her life. Rupaul obviously does not intimidate her. The judges obviously do not intimidate her. Ru was all like, "Okay, you can do whatever you want to do, but just make sure you bring your design challenge and bring it fucking good." At least that's what I saw in her eyes. Then she asked Silky that question, who should go home? And then she says, "Well, we don't have time for people who are injured, so I'm going to go ahead and say Evie." That's not a fucking cop-out. Evie was fucking right. Silky just doesn't like Evie. She just wanted to make herself look good on TV, which is kind of confusing me because if she wants a spin-off, like, you can play whatever character you want, a villain or a good person. Like, you're gonna get a spin-off no matter what, because if it's good or bad, like, bad press is good press, people are gonna want to watch that drama, whether it's negative or positive. So then RuPaul goes up to Evie and talks about, "So what are you gonna do?" And she's all like, "Well, I'm gonna serve you guys some glam. I'm gonna give you a different side of Evie," which she did. And then asked that infamous question to Evie, who should go home? And then she says, "Silky Nutmeg Ganache." Now I know she said this because Silky said her name. However, That's not how she came off to RuPaul. She actually gave a justifiable reason, I do agree with her, that Silky has been the most resistant to critiques from the judges. She wasn't wrong. And then Silky gets all fucking upset that Evie threw her under the bus, which literally she just stabbed Evie in the back first before RuPaul approached Evie, so I don't even want to hear that fucking bullshit. Then she gets to Vanjie, and Vanjie's like, I'm not going to be serving the same silhouette, so I'm going to be doing something different. And then she asks her who should go home, and then she kind of just playfully says Evie, because although they had patched up their little argument about Evie coming for her same silhouette outfits, I believe it was in the Monster Ball, that little argument they had the next episode at the very beginning, all those squats, she's like, well, Evie came for me and my outfit, so I'm gonna say Evie. But she was jokeful about it. Then Ru says, y'all gonna get ready to go to the runway because we're gonna have a runway presentation intervention. So they come out, and Miss Alyssa Edwards was there to teach them how to walk a runway. I'm really confused why they don't bring on, not that Alyssa cannot dance or walk a runway, because I know she's a ballroom queen and she knows presentation. There are other queens that they can call, like Miss Fame, Max can walk a runway, Milk, Ivy Winters, Jay Jolie. Hell, after this, they should be calling Miss Vanjie back to give some runway lessons, because she fucking trots down that runway, and I'm here for it because it's fucking amazing. So they go through the little presentation intervention and find out that they have to learn some choreography on the fly, girl, for a little hold down. So then we get back to the makeup mirror while they're getting ready for the runway on Elimination Day. Silky apparently can't do her own hair. Okay. Then we learned that Akira had to do another outfit last minute because the dye that she wanted to use wasn't dyeing or wasn't working properly on the material, so she had to make a whole new outfit on the fly, and it showed. Then Raj is getting ready, saying that she had to make pants because apparently Plastique took some bark from Raja. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. So that's the reason why she had to make pants last minute, but she was confident that the judges would respond well. Then Evie was in the makeup mirror saying that no matter of her condition or her weaknesses from her condition, it's not going to be a weakness in this competition. She wants to prove to the girls that this is not going to hold her down from that crown. Then we get Rupaul walking out on the runway. I will get to her look and the rest of the runway's look in a Goob and Noob video. Then she introduces the judges, which are Michelle Visage, Ross Matthews, model and actress Amber Valletta. Her dress was a fucking uber goo, by the way, yes. And Candy Burress, Grammy winner from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So the theme of the runway was from farm to runway. After the runway, we have Miss Sugarcane, Miss Silky Nutmeg Ganache, and Miss Vanjie Safe, which makes the top three Evie, Brooklyn, and Plastique. And the bottom three, Nina, Raja, and Akira. Now, I don't think Plastique should have won. She has yet again worn another corset, another body foundation suit for the 7th week in a row. And mind you, 1 week she had 3 looks, 2 of those were the same. Now, as I always say, she looks beautiful and her outfits look amazing and gorgeous. I'm just bored of it already. I just want to see something new from her. This is Drag Race. If I wanted to go to Vegas, I would have gone to Vegas. I just think Evie should have taken that one because she showed a different side to the judges, the glam side, and that dress was pretty well constructed. And in the bottom three, I don't even think Nina should have been there. I think Miss Vanjie should have been there because I don't understand what kind of outfit that was. I think Rue wanted to send home Raja. That's why she had her lip sync against Akira because, surprise, Nina was called safe after Plastique's win. So then Raja and Akira have to lip sync to Sheena Easton's Strut. And Raja was given a same old Raja, which again, I don't discredit. It's just bring something new when you're on TV. You can do that in the club because new people are seeing you. You know you're going to be on TV. Switch it up every now and then. Raja's hair fell off. We saw Rupaul's reaction to that, and we knew her fate was sealed. Miss Akira was serving us some comedy, some face, some yawns, some get on the floor yawns. And after the lip sync, Akira gets to Shantae and Raja has to Shay. Oh wait. Now I do agree that Raja should have went only because they were giving her the nasty edit, the villain edit. I am not going to say she's like that in person because I've heard she's actually quite nice in person from multiple people, and I'm just judging her on what I see on TV. That's it. Nothing outside of RuPaul's Drag Race VH1's show. That's all I am here to judge. As a viewer, I do not want to watch that anymore, so she went. I'm okay with it. So, what did you guys think of this drama-filled episode? Let us know in the comments below. We want to know what y'all think. Also, it would mean a lot to like, share, and hit that subscribe button so you can get your Drag Race fixins with me, Brad, aka you're a Drama Queen 1014, here at the Warehouse. Until next week, my ibishibis. Tootles.